Trade wars and economic warning signs abound. Trade and tariffs remain a huge issue. We did a deep dive episode encompassing strategic implications 2 weeks ago with Ambassador Demetrius Morantis. I highly recommend the episode if you are looking for a broader perspective and deeper understanding about the context in which this trade policy is being enacted. We're also expecting additional reciprocal tariffs on April 2nd. These tariffs are already reshaping global trade. We're at 25% tariffs on Canadian and Mexican goods, with a small stay for Mexico and the exact opposite for Canada. There's an additional 10% tariff on Canadian energy, and Canada has understandably retaliated, imposed 25% counter tariffs on $30 billion of U.S. goods and threatening to expand that to $155 billion. China is also a subject of tariffs. Import tariffs have increased from 10 to 20% against China, and they've responded with tariffs of 15% on U.S. agricultural imports and other things. The EU is also planning $28 billion of counter tariffs soon. It's just a mess, and it's likely to get a lot crazier in the near term. These tensions are also coinciding with troubling job market signals. U.S. employers announced 172,000 job cuts in February. That's the highest total since 2009, and a 245% increase from job cuts in January. Government cuts led that total, more than 62,000 positions being eliminated. Compare that with just 151 positions that were cut in February of 2024. These numbers suggest serious and broad economic challenges ahead. In addition, if you're monitoring the general state of the federal government here in the United States, among all of the agency closures and job cuts, a few things you might want to keep an eye on. The administration has fired 2 of the directors of the Federal Trade Commission, so that's a serious one. Another one, which may not be on your radar, is that the head of the Federal Housing Administration has fired most of the board that governs Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. They are responsible for the U.S. mortgage market. Finally, the Federal Reserve chose not to cut interest rates. It's very clear that there's going to be nothing but chaos ahead, certainly a level of unpredictability that's making it very difficult for business to plan and keeping a lot of us glued to the news.